Hey viewers, Lance Corporal Joe Hartely here. Welcome back to another episode of Wombat Thunder. This time we're going to work on combat missions Cold War scenario called Killing Time at Kirtorf. And I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to do it turn-based and have a couple of episodes covering the whole scenario, and just take it in half hour, 20-minute chunks so we can follow the action. Actually, I played this for the first 10 minutes on real time, but there were so many Russian forces coming onto the map. I was zigzagging all over the place. I thought it would be just a horrible experience to watch that real time. So this scenario, Killing Time at Kirtorf, we go to the briefing, and essentially we've got some forward elements. We've got forward security element, we've got the combat recon element, and we've got 3 companies of BMPs, BMP2s, and a company of T-80 tanks. So obviously this is post the appearance of M60A3, so they'll have thermal sights. We've got some 122mm, 152mm artillery, and we've got some choppers with the assault. Enemy forces, American 5th Cavalry, so it looks to me to be a mixture of M113s with squads and their dragons, improvised or improved tow vehicles, and probably M60A3s as well. Plan is go forward, take objective Zoya, pass through phase line Alina, Valeria, and then exit or touch the phase line Dina and Galena, and exit off the east of the the western edge of the map. Got some reinforcements coming at 8:05. We've got some more reinforcements. The main guard coming between 8:15 and 8:30. You've got to play this as the Soviets. It says best played as blue, but other people have played this as blue. And blue has 3 AI plans, so I think it's reasonable for repeated play. I think the American strategy is to cause losses and exit, so it could get a bit hairy, which is maybe why I don't want people playing this as Red Force. So a bit of a outline of the map here then. We've got objective Zoya on the left, we've got the town Oberclean, and it's a very significant hill feature, dominates the battlefield. And then on either side of this ridge running down, which Valeria and Lena cross, we've got 2 shallow valleys. Nice if the Americans can drive up to the ridge line, pop a few shots, and then reverse back behind cover. We're not going to just drive down the middle of that field like charge of the light brigade. We're going to actually skirt the edge of these woods. We know the Americans always love setting up in the woods, especially on hills. So we're going to send our initial forces down the right flank, set up a ATGM position right on this hill here. Hopefully we'll knock off any Americans setting up on this side of the valley, plus any vehicles they can see on Zoya. Otherwise the vehicles will skirt these woods, come down to about this creek, pop up, probably maybe advance some infantry, and then start clearing these woods, hopefully before the main force arrives. On the other side, looks like we've got a lot of setup areas, a lot of red patches. So the recon patrol and the main force are going to come probably set up in these red zones. And on this side of the map, got got to be careful we don't skyline ourselves on this ridge, because right at the back around this there's another very dominant feature which has good lines of sight over this ridge. But I think if we keep to the left of this road, we'll be fine. We're going to try for use Soviet tactics. These guys, they can't destroy enemy forces on the way past, then they'll just bypass them, leave them for others, and they'll keep going to eventually block any Americans trying to exit, and eventually reach this village here, which they'll try to wipe out any Americans on this hill and exit themselves. So in a sense, following these ridge lines and the streams, there's a double involvement basically about to happen, and both of them will be isolated to the extent that they'll fight in their valley. They'll try to set up a base of fire on objectives Zoya that'll dominate the rest of the battlefield to the extent the American artillery allows me to. Once we've knocked off Zoya and cleared out any Americans in these wood line, we'll then advance our spotters up to this part of the battlefield and use that as the new artillery spotting zone. So I'm going to try and do 20-30 minute episodes. I'll just run through it minute by minute. We'll get an overview of the battle. At the moment, the only thing we've set up is cluster barrage on Zoya, and some movement from the fellas on the right there. So let me see if I can reverse a bit. And we'll just play through a minute. I think it's a very traditional approach. I think pretty apt for this one. Lots of Russians moving around the battlefield, so let's go with it. And we'll spot up here. Tanks. 2 tanks. Tow vehicle. Another tank. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Cluster. Nice. Love to watch the cluster fall. Like Christmas lights. Nice one. Nice to put a cluster on that thing actually. This fellow here is an air controller, so he doesn't have to move. Done. So we can just have a quick look at just need to go back. I don't know if there's any casualties. Okay, let's see what this fellow is. Okay. Who can see him? Spotters. That guy can't. why I can't. Big hills. Just got a couple of extra inches of line of sight. Well, nothing to be done right now. I'll let the cluster finish the ball. Just getting used to the controls. On base. Put a AT4B spigot. Not sure what the Russian name is for that. They might even have a line of sight. Vehicle there. Where's that vehicle there actually? We're sitting in a depression on the road, so he'll be hull down. That's interesting. Did he make that? Was that an engineering task? This guy will keep creeping down. Let's continue then. Tow vehicle. You can see that. Observer. Another tow vehicle. Wow. Gee, we've got a few to watch out for. And that spot's disappeared now. Okay. He's now deploying, that's good. These guys are moving slowly down the little path here. Some waters, keep him in the woods. I'm going to bypass what we can. Bogged. Do not like bog. Don't want to give too much of an eyeful to the improved toes there with thermals. Just keep them to burn close. He's deploying. Will he have line of sight? Could well do. You can see that one. You can see everyone. What are you? Can you see if you target that? 3,800, 3,900 meters too far, it's out of range. 2,600 out of range. 2,500 range. Well, it's good that we can see that. Question: should we continue the artillery firing cluster ammunition, or should we change targets to that? I think it's better to keep things going. Let's go to another turn. Cluster falling. Bogged. Moving. Good. Exploding. Clock at the compass rose says 7:52, so we get our first reinforcements at 8 o'clock, I think. A few minutes of this. Just want to be careful about how this guy can spot into the woods over here. Oh, they're moving now. Good. Unbogged. Done. Alright, let's have a closer look. Everyone's unbogged, good. The orders this follow. Moves. When we get to the stream, we're going to have to, I don't know, from testing the bog, the stream in the woods here is impassable terrain. They'll need to go into the open fields. On the left of these woods, in order to bypass the impassable terrain. It's a bit of a tactical problem they'll have to work out. Americans haven't moved. Some improved toes. Let's check the artillery. Firing for 7 minutes, firing for 5 minutes. Got ammunition left, but they're not loaded. 63 rounds and 63 rounds, and then okay, let's continue. Oh, not much happening in this turn. Very quick to calculate. Now we've got solid spots, 2 improved toes, 2, 3, 4 improved toes. one seems to be moving. Bypass resistance if you can. If you're the forward security elements, destroy them if you can. But all costs, keep moving. Okay, let's see. These EMPs are really struggling to keep up with the tank. T80 gets move its covered arc off. The target, we shall go over the top. These guys open up as well. I want to be able to see everything. You won't open up. I will. Okay, everyone's got their orders. Yeah, that guy can't see anything. So 4 improved toes. I have to get a line of sight onto any of that guy. No aim sight. Is it blocked by the... Oh yeah. You would not be able to see him because he's just, looks to be just behind the ridge. Okay, well as long as he's got his covered arc set, face that way. That's all we can do. Artillery. 6 minutes, they loaded. 4 minutes. That'll take us to 8 o'clock on the compass rose. That'll be the right time for our reinforcements to appear. Check the briefing. And tactical map. 8:05 for the forward security elements. Well, 5 minutes after. Okay. Americans will have 3 minutes to organise after the cluster barrage. Some huge explosions there. Wow. Is that overkill? Everyone's moving. Oh, no, Bolt. No. That's the danger of moving through the woods. You just cannot guarantee that they'll get through. Come on, Bulk, don't immobilise. I don't want to look. Right now, I don't want to look at that tank getting immobilised. He might have splashed his toe on the left hand side. The tank might be able to skirt the woods. Oh, he's moving again. Nice. Okay, done. What are we up to? Yeah. Okay, good. He's got now the bank around targets on Zoya. Try and skirt the stream and then back into the woods. Keep going and then skirt around this elbow. Make sure there's no one here. And then use the road or skirt along the road to continue their advance. We'll get behind the Americans before they realise we're there, then cut off their movement, freedom of action. So it's going to be a bit tricky. Let's just pull up lots of groups here and see what can be targeted. So you might be able to see quite a bit on the rear side of that hill. Objective Zoya. Too good to hold down. We might just put a pause in now. Cover the BMPs as they run down and avoid the stream. There's a lot of spots, a lot of movement waypoints. I think that's the only way in which to really make sure they go where you want them to. I've seen them in very different scenarios do very strange things. Right, so we're ready to go. Watching the tank. Oh, blew some smoke. That was close. It's worth a look. Thank you, spotting. All these guys are driving. Good. And leaving the safety of the trees. That's a dangerous time. Done. Let's have a look at what the tank did. Maybe the BMPs don't bulk if there's a spotter who can help the driver on this path. Let's just pause there. some smoke. You hear the click. PMPs safely getting down to the bottom of the valley. Seems moving really fast now. Why is it infantry instead of tank? Dragon teams. Okay, everyone has their orders. Let's the gun check. Across their orders. Tank will provide covering fire. Observer. We'll observer this guy. Still going, 4 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, keep going. Back a bit. So I guess the last turn. And bulk. And bulk. Maybe the tank should have just thrown a few shells at the toe just in case. Keep his head down. Getting back into the woods. Excellent. Just see the cluster still going off. I wonder if any of that is striking the toe. 4 toes, that's a lot. There's more. Okay viewers, let's leave it there. That's a good half-hour episode and we've done 7 turns. So like, comment and subscribe and watch out for the next episode of Killing Time in Kirtorf.